Aloha, this is Raylene with Roots Restored Wellness, and I wanted to talk about my forgiveness and letting go session. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful things that we can do to support our own healing journey. We forgive for ourselves, not necessarily for the other person. When we hold unforgiveness in our bodies and in our hearts, it's like taking poison and expecting someone else to be injured. And I know a lot of the times in my life I've been told, forgive and forget. It's not about forgetting. It's about letting go of the stronghold of whatever has happened or the violation from someone who has harmed us. Go, so that we are no longer dragging that baggage behind us. When we refuse to let things go, it's like trying to fly or float up on a hot air balloon to our next highest timeline, but we have all these weights pulling us back down. And a lot of the time, it is actually hardest to forgive ourselves. Maybe you've done something or been through something and you blame yourself and feel that on some level, you're unworthy to be set free of that energy and you don't deserve to move forward. This session is about releasing the root causes of what's anchoring the unforgiveness energy in our bodies. Sometimes it is very hard to forgive, and I can attest to that through my own personal healing journey. And sometimes I find that there's hooks or attachments or cords. There might be some other energy programming loops going on that are quantum entangling us into this mess of energy. And consciously, we want to let it go. We're like, no, I don't want to hold this. I don't want to keep this energy anymore. Yet, here it is, it's still stuck and we don't really know how to let it go. Through this session, again, I work to go in, find what is it that's still hanging you up, that you're struggling to feel either not worthy or you're holding so much resentment or bitterness that it just feels almost consuming and that it's a part of you. And maybe you don't even know who you are anymore apart from this energy. When you're ready to let it go and be free of this so that you can move and elevate, ascend, raise your vibration to the next frequency timeline you're ready to go to, this is a session for you. And maybe this just resonates with you and you're feeling like, I'm not sure that I'm ready to even let it go yet. But something in you is feeling this connection that I feel like I need this. Or maybe it came up on your assessment and maybe it was a shock or maybe it wasn't a shock. For whatever reason that you're choosing to connect with this, I honor you in your healing journey, and I'm so proud of you for being brave, stepping forward, choosing to let go so that you can really be free and move forward. That's what this feels like to me. This session is all about just letting go so we can really, really be free. And so I hope that this session resonates with you. As with all of my sessions, I do total body balancing. I clear entity attachments associated with, these patterns in the body. And I do chakra balancing, grounding, anchoring your body back into the magnetic field of the earth. And you'll probably get multiple pages of notes with this about my session and how do group sessions work. You connect with the session. It's completely private and individual for you. And I'm working on more than one person at a time, which is why it's called group. But the clearing is specific for you and your needs. And I email out bulk or group notes. And the notes will say like this percentage of participants experience this. If you know how to muscle testing or how to do muscle testing, I have a free video on my YouTube channel or an advanced class on my website. You can always muscle test the notes and say, was I included in this? Was I one of the 22% who had this imbalance that was released today? Was I, if it was 100%, which is a lot of the time, then you for sure know that you were included in that. And sometimes I'll have one or two clients in a session that have something going on. And almost all the time when I have somebody reach out and say, was that me? Was I that one person? It's almost like you already know. They already knew that it was them, and all I do is just verify that. So I'm honored that you're choosing to connect with me with quantum healing. It's the healing of the future. It's very powerful, deep, root level clearing and forgiveness and letting go. It's such a powerful choice that we can make for our own self-care and our own healing journey. So thank you so much for connecting.